So hi guys, welcome to the call, this first Emerald Push call that I'm doing. My name's Ashley Molstead, so I don't know if everybody knows me, but my name's Ashley Molstead, and I am the founder and CEO of Follow Your Bliss Family. And we are, oh my gosh, our team is doing so amazing right now, so much growth. We are just adding so many members. And so I just want to make sure that new coaches, which is what I'm assuming all of you are, new coaches are getting everything that they need to make sure that they get started. So you should be plugged into the New Coach Training University. If you are not, ask the person that recruited you to send you the link for that. That is like a 14-day training. Well, it's like a 14-module training. You don't have to go all 14 days. You can do it as fast or as slow as you want. So that will help really set the groundwork. But also I want to talk to you guys about why you want to get to Emerald and how you're going to do it. And Emerald is the very first rank that you reach in Beachbody, and it's just you plus 2. So it's you plus 2 other people. And usually I recommend at least one of those people is, if you're married, a spouse, but it's somebody that you can control, a business owner you can control. And I'm going to explain why. But so you'll sign your spouse up, and then let me just mute everybody. A few people unmuted, so I'll just try to do that. But you'll either sign your spouse up, and then your other one can be somebody else that is interested in joining you. Or it can be another account that you kind of control. So it can be like your spouse and your mom, spouse and best friend. And if you're brand new, what I recommend you guys doing is, I know like a lot of times people are like, I don't want to have to sell to my friends and family. It's like, well, you don't have to sell anything to anybody. But I've been giving this example lately, and I feel like it's so true. Like when we get excited about things, we share it with people that we're close to, right? Like, this is happening. Let's do this together. I want to do this, right? So for example, Taylor Swift and Beyonce are 2 of my favorite artists, and they're coming to Phoenix. Taylor's actually coming next week. And then Beyonce is coming in September. And when I found out, I freaked out, texted my friend. I'm like, oh my God, Colleen, Taylor's coming to Phoenix. It's her first tour date. We have to go, right? So I'm super excited about it. Same thing happened with Beyonce. So you joined this new thing, and you're super excited about it. So what I would love for you to do is share that enthusiasm with people that you're friends with, or your you know, if it's your daughter or your mom or your sister, like whoever it is that you're close with, that you share your excitement with about other things in your life. So what you can do is like screenshot my results or screenshot Emily's or somebody's results and just say, oh my gosh, I just signed up for this online accountability group, and I'm kind of nervous and kind of scared, but would you want to do this with me and be my accountability partner? And just, you know, be like, I'm super excited, but I don't want to do it alone. Would you do this with me? And ask that with some of your closest friends and family, right? So your first one is going to be your husband, and your second one is going to be somebody else. Sorry, my computer makes that humming noise. If you see that, I don't know why it's doing it right now, but if you're hearing that, that's what that is. So, and sorry, I also just had my shake. So I keep clearing my throat. But, so that's how you're going to go Emerald. But let me talk to you about why you want to be Emerald. So it is, like I said, the first rank in Beachbody. It's just you plus 2. And well, obviously it's going to create momentum for you. You're going to get a public shout out on Facebook and, you know, usually Instagram stories and stuff. So that helps kind of affirm to other people that are watching you that you're actually doing something with this and things are happening and you're helping people. You also will start to earn something called the team cycle bonus. So right now, as a new coach, 100% of your paycheck is going to be income that you work for, commission that you work for, meaning all of your paycheck is going to be stuff that you sell, that people purchase from you, right? And ultimately, hopefully, you're going to be here forever, right? You're going to be here 5 years from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and the bulk of your paycheck should be residual income that you don't have to work for, meaning you don't have to have retail sales to rely on a solid paycheck every week. So I have been doing Beachbody I really started running with this in 2014. I did sign up in 2013. Well, I signed up in 2012 for the discount, but I started kind of sharing things on my Food to Grow fitness page in 2013, but 2014 is when I really started running. So I've been, you know, working this business now for what, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is my 5th like solid year of working the business. And the bulk of my paycheck now is income. It's like team cycle bonus, which means as my organization has grown, volume has been placed there. And that is, so now as my team is working and helping, and like it's a ripple effect, right? So it starts with you, and then you share it with people and they love it. Then they share it with people and then they love it and they share it with people. So now I've got this huge ripple effect, and our team has like 3,500 people on it or something. So it's a massive ripple effect. So if I go on vacation, like I went to Mexico last week, I don't have to stress about working and not getting a paycheck because that residual income is going to come. So as an Emerald, that is when you're going to start being able to tap into something called the team cycle bonus. And in the beginning, as an Emerald coach, it's $14 a cycle, which doesn't sound like a lot. And it won't be a lot in the beginning, but you will be able to start banking volume. And so I'm going to share my screen with you in a minute and share with you why you want to sign your spouse. Because I also know there's probably several of you who are like, but I can't afford to sign my spouse right now. And I totally understand that because I could not afford it either when I signed John up. So I signed up a coach on one leg, and then you want your spouse on your weak leg. So I signed a spouse up on my strong, or I signed a person up on my best friend on my left leg, and then signed John up right away. And so that made me Emerald. And you guys, the goal, so the business week in Beachbody goes from Thursday to Wednesday. And so I want a ton of people. I want it just like raining emeralds on Thursday. So you'll start then accruing that team volume, and you'll start to be able to cycle through it. And it might not be a huge part of your paycheck now, but it will eventually be the bulk of your paycheck, and you won't have to work as hard for those paychecks because you won't have to rely as much on, commission. You will have people that are helping you build your organization. And I'll also show you, because our organization is growing so big and so fast right now, one of your legs will be built for you. So when you log into your back office, you'll probably see volume on one of the legs, and you'll see people that will say like X amount of new coaches in your organization. You're like, but I haven't signed anybody. Who are these people? That is people that have been signed after you by me or by another coach that was signed. So then you get one of these legs that is kind of built for you. And then that's why you want to put your spouse on the other leg so that you can start working that account as well. And you'll earn more money that way. So I'll explain a little bit more as I share my screen, and I'll show you what to see. But I didn't think I could afford to sign up John. He ended up going on a credit card, his order, but I was very coachable in the beginning, and I still am. I'm very coachable. I would listen to top coaches, and I would hear them tell me what to do to be successful, and then I would do it because I knew, and I wouldn't think like, well, is that going to benefit me in the short run? I would think, well, 5 years from now, is that a smart idea? When I'm here 5 years from now and I have a huge organization under me, which if you think about it, back in 2014 when I started, I had nobody. I was a team of one. And now I do have a huge organization built under me. And John is at the very top of one of my legs. So he has half of my organization is built under him. And I don't even work his account at all. So I'm not saying that you need to work it now, but you'll sign up your spouse on one leg, and then you'll just get, your best friend, your sister, your mom, whoever that's going to join you in this journey, and you'll get them signed up on the other leg. Now, I know also that a lot of people are like, well, I'm afraid to present the coach opportunity for people, and if you're new, you might not know this yet, but like for other network marketing companies, which Beachbody is a network marketing company, for other network marketing companies, there is usually like a huge investment that's required. Like there's the sign up pack, or there's an initiation fee. And then there's a requirement of volume to be ordered every month. And sometimes there's contracts to sign where you have to be like, I signed on for a loyalty thing with Monet, and it was not explained to me, which is like a hair care. It was not explained to me, but you have to order for 3 months or you get charged, and you cannot cancel early. And I had no idea. Beachbody doesn't have that. So there's really no reason if someone's going to join your group and be your accountability partner that they wouldn't enroll as a coach just to get the discount, because there's no initiation fee. Like there's a $40 sign-up fee, but that's waived if they purchase a challenge pack, which that's what you're going to do. They're going to get them signed up with, fitness programs and Shakeology. So the $40 is waived. That's their only investment. And it's the same price if they would order as a customer. Then there's no requirement monthly. There's no contract to sign, so they can cancel anytime. So there's no reason that they wouldn't enroll as a coach to get a discount on future months. And you also never know who's going to sign up as a coach who is then going to want to work the business. Like, I signed up as a discount coach, zero intention of ever working the business. Obviously, things have changed a bit because this is what I do full time. So my husband does full time. Our life is completely changed by it, but I didn't start with the intention of that. And then this will probably happen a few times. I just had a thought and then it goes away because of this mom brain thing. It's a new thing for me where I'm mid-sentence and I forget my thought. But I have some notes, so it will help me stay on track. Okay, so you'll sign your spouse. And then whoever your, either your friend, mom, sister, brother, whoever, maybe it's a stranger, but generally in the first couple months coaching, it's going to be the closest people to you because they know you and trust you already. And again, you're not selling to them. You're just sharing something you're excited about. And you want to do it with them. And then as you're helping those people that are in your network, in your warm market that already know you and trust you, you're starting to post on social media and you're building connections. You're talking to people and whatever. So your cold market is going to start to become your warm market. And that's why you can never rely on the people that you know now. You have to always be inviting and starting new conversations and talking to people. But your first couple months your customers will be people that you know and that love you and that you love back generally. So you want to sign up to be an Emerald. You want to become an Emerald because you earn Team Cycle bonus. You get a shout out. You also start earning free leads. So if you, I meant to write the exact facts down, but I'll throw some numbers at you. So if someone were to once you go Emerald and you hit Success Club, so you do have to hit Success Club, which means helping 3 people a month, your spouse and your best friend, mom, sister, whoever, those can be 2 of them. You just need 1 more to hit Success Club. But if you hit Success Club 5, there's something called Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. Success Club 5 is helping 3 people. Success Club 10 is helping 5 people because each pack that is Beachbody On Demand with Shakeology or Beachbody On Demand paired with the pre and post workout, that's 2 points. So each pack is 2 points. We also have something launching tomorrow called the 2B Mindset. You may or may not have heard of it, but that's like a nutrition plan. They can get that paired with Shakeology, and that's also 2 points. But Success Club 5 and Success Club 10, the difference is if you hit Success Club 5 and you're an Emerald coach, you will get free leads. And those are people that go to like Team Beachbody or that go to beachbody.com and order, or they're people that see the infomercials and order, or, go somewhere and order instead of going directly through you. And you'll get a handful a month. Like I don't know exactly how many, but you'll get a handful of those a month, free customers given to you, because Beachbody assigns those people coaches. And then if you hit Success Club 10, meaning you help 5 people a month and you're an Emerald, then not only do you get those free customers, but you will earn commission off of their first purchase. So if you hit Success Club 5, you'll get the free customers, but you won't earn commission off their first purchase. You'll earn commission off of their second and subsequent purchases. And I'm going to find a graphic for you really quick while I'm talking. But so that's one reason why you want to do Success Club 10. And really the difference is helping 3 people or helping 5 people, but that way you start earning commission. And that ends up being, it's like over the course of your, 12 months, it's like $6,000 in commission a year, free, that you didn't have to do anything for, that just is given to you by moving your business forward, by being an Emerald coach and helping 3 people a month. So let me show you. I'm going to share my screen. So I talked about you get free leads. You get your Team Cycle bonus. This is how you're going to earn residual income. You'll get a shout out, right? Okay. I think those are the benefits of Emerald. Let me now share with you how you're going to do it. So this is what I was kind of telling you here. So this is my friend Lori. In January, these are her leads. So in January, she had all these people join that were free. And you can see from the customer, they were Success Club 5. She got 12 customers placed under her, free customers placed under her in the month of January. And then when she hit Success Club 10, customer leads mean you help 5 people. She got 9 customers there, and she got commission off of their first order, which means she earned $357 in free money. You don't have to do anything extra for it. It's just free money. And then if those people continue to order every month, it just adds up on top of that. So that's how it adds up quick to see those perks and or get customers and stuff by that. Okay, let me find, okay, here. So I'm going to show you John's online office. I have logged into my spouse's business center because I'm going to show you why you want to sign your spouse, right? So you can see I signed up John in March 2013. He went on my weak leg, and one way I will show you, so this is what your business center looks like. If you don't know how to get here, you go to, you'll go to teambeachbody.com. If this works, sometimes it doesn't work for me. And log in. Okay, click on coach. We'll see if that loads. Well, it's thinking. But you'll click on coach and then go to your online office. And this is your database of your online office. So what it will show you here, this is what I'm talking about where it says there's this amount of new coaches in your organization. So what happened was I signed John on my weak leg, got me to Emerald. Then once I had, your next rank is going to be Diamond, which is you need basically 12 coaches. You need 4 coaches on one leg, 4 on the other, and then an Emerald on each leg. So that adds, it's 12 coaches. So what I did was I signed him to get me to Emerald, and then I signed 2 coaches under him to get me to have 1 Emerald on one leg, and then I had a coach that had an Emerald on the other leg that got me to Diamond. So you will work your business center, your husband's business center a little bit, but not too much, just eventually when you're ready to go for Diamond. After you get 4 coaches on each leg, we'll talk about it. But when you're ready to go to Diamond, you'll sign 2 coaches under them. And if you have your spouse and your mom, or your spouse and your best friend, you're controlling 2 business centers, then you can guarantee Diamond by signing 2 coaches under each of them, which is what Emily did. She did Dylan, and Dylan's her husband, and then her mother-in-law got her to Diamond. And as Diamond, your team cycle bonus amount increases, your volume increases. As a Diamond, you also get free coaches placed under you. So not only do you get the free customers and leads I was talking about, but people that sign up to be a coach that don't have coaches, though you will also get free coaches placed under you. It's not as many customers as coaches, but you still get them. So I signed him up, and I don't work his business center. All I did was I got him to Diamond, and then got him to Emerald, and then when I was ready to work his business to Diamond, I got his business to Diamond. And so he doesn't have a huge downline, but he's been signed up since 2013, and I will show you his, I'll show you his volume first. So we'll go, if I can maybe go back to the beginning when I signed him up. Yeah. Okay, so here's where I signed him up, right? So I signed him up in March of 2013. I wasn't really working the business yet. I was just kind of hobby sharing. I had opened my Food Girl page. Wasn't really working it yet. Wasn't, like I said, till 2014, so you'll see the jump. So he's not getting a lot of volume here, right? I didn't do anything. I'm just have him there as a placeholder because I heard I want him at the top of my organization. And you'll see why in a second as I scroll up. So you start seeing, oh, there's a little bit of volume here and there placed, as I get some sales. Then you can see, boom, right? When I decided I was going to start really working the business, 2014, you can see the volume. The volume starts to increase. So here's my 2014, right? This is all volume. Now he's starting to accrue volume. And if we go and we look at where he is now, so here's where we are today. Here's his volume that he has now. Oh, I keep clicking on that. I don't mean to. But this is, and every time they can withdraw, and this is in the New Coach University, but every time they can take 100 out of one leg and 200 out of another, you cycle once. That's $18. So he is now capping out. I don't work his business center at all. He's capping out at $2,000 a week. Free money. I don't do anything extra. It's because I have built my organization around him, and he was there. So if you see, this is the volume that he's getting weekly. And then if we go to carry over volume, I didn't start really being able to cycle through, but you can see, oh, I've really, Oh, I think this is wrong, but you can see I placed him on my right leg. So all of this volume, he has this much volume in carryover that's basically volume almost equates to dollars, not quite, but this is a lot of money that as my organization grows, it's sitting in his bank account. I'm just waiting to make withdrawals, and I don't have to do anything with his account to get there. So this is why you want to sign your spouse at the top, because you want all of this volume. Again, it's no more work for you, but you want that volume there, because even if you can't afford it right now, if you hit Success Club 10 and are an Emerald Coach, you get those free customers that will pay for that investment that you've made into your husband's business center to sign him up. But 2, down the line, you want this volume banking so that you can make those withdrawals. So now I'll show you his income. Where is that? Earning commissions. So I'll show you. All right, so this was last week, guys. I don't work at all, and he made $21.91 last week, right? And he capped out on his team bonus because he has so much volume under him now that there's maxes at every level. So he's earning, and you can see like this is the retail. So these are the people that are like, that I did over the years, put a few customers through him. So that's what the rest of it is. $191 is like the retail that is just residual happening. But team bonus, he's capping out. That's an extra $100,000 a year. And I don't do anything for it. It's just there. So you definitely want your husband at the top of the organization. And you can see, if we go back to like the beginning, guys, I didn't make any money. He didn't make any money for like several months. Like, how much did he make this? Yeah, still nothing, right? He'd been a coach for a month. If you go to when I started working the business in 2014, I still don't think he made that much money. So let's see, like 1 year after I signed him up, what was he making? Okay, $352. And you can see I started signing coaches under him now because this Fast Start bonus and the Fast Start Plus bonus, this is enrolling people underneath him as I was trying to work his business center to diamond. So 352. Right? And then as his volume continued to increase, let's look at in 2015 how much he made. Stopped working it. So his business went down because there's no retail sales, but he's still accruing volume. And then where are we? 2016. Still haven't really been working. So he's banking all this volume, right? But now, if you go to last year he started making about 1,000 a week, I think. Let me see. Yep. Started making about 1,000 a week because my organization blew up in 2016 and 17 and then this year. But he gets that volume. So now I just get to make withdrawals without even doing anything. So that is why you want to sign your spouse at the top of your weak leg, because they get all this volume built for them. And then you'll just sign another person. Now, to tell which leg is your strong and which leg is your weak, if you go to volume, his might be a little bit hard to tell. Yeah, because I've balanced his legs now. But if we go down, we'll look at like one of his coaches. My sister's in here. So if I click on Sarisa, so you'll be able to click on your volume and it will show you the volume, right? So there's no volume on her left leg, but there's 10,000 on her right leg. And that means, and yours is going to look like that. I don't know what the volume will be, but there will be a leg with no volume and there will be a leg with some volume. And it might be a lot of volume. Probably won't be too much if you're a brand new coach, but that's only going to grow. And that means that this is your strong leg. So her leg is her strong leg. And it's going to be different for everybody, but you want to try to put your spouse on your weak leg. To do that, to make sure that you have the placement, you go to My Business, Preferred Placement, and then you'll select here either right or left. You don't choose any of the weak outside leg first available or weak leg first available. You'll just only choose right or left. And depending what leg is your strong, you want your husband on the weak leg, so you'll just select it and save. And if you sign him up and he goes in the wrong spot, then you have 5 days to submit a transfer request, and you can do that. So, okay, now how are you going to enroll? Okay, so what I want you to do is figure out who your two coaches are going to be. One's going to be your spouse if you're married, fiance, whatever. But if you're not married, it's going to be your mom and your dad. Or like I have a coach that joined recently who is a diamond coach now, and she signed her mom and her dad. And then other coaches, and she put 2 coaches under each her mom and her dad to go diamond. So think about who those two people are going to be. One of them is going to be your spouse. The other one's maybe your best friend or, mom, sister, brother, coworker, whoever. And how you're going to, if it is someone that's purchasing from you, then you can use the share a cart, which is that's the only way that I guess I should share my screen again. That's the only way that I enroll people anymore. Let me see where it is. No, there's so many tabs open. Right here. So if you just Google share a cart, then you sign in. You'll sign into your business center, and then I'll go to, this is what it'll look like. So you just need their email address, name, and then whether they want to be a customer or a coach, and then you'll go through and you'll select what product they want. And it's super easy. They'll get an email to complete it. So that's the easiest way to sign them up. It's the same thing like how you're going to sign up your spouse. You would choose, a challenge pack. So I will say you want to enroll your spouse with a challenge pack. And you're like, well, I don't want another BOD membership. I don't need a Beachbody On Demand, and he's not drinking Shakeology yet, so I don't know what to order. Okay, here's what you're going to do. So I think you want to sign them up with a challenge pack for a couple reasons. One, you're going to get commission off that challenge pack. So if you enroll them with like $140, $160 commission or a challenge pack, you're going to earn $40 to $50, just depending what pack you enroll them with. So you'll earn that commission back. So that's a discount off of that pack. And then there's a $40 sign-up fee, like I mentioned, but that's waived with the purchase. So if you let's say, because they need to be active coaches. So let's say you don't want to do the challenge pack. You're going to pay the $40 enrollment fee. And then to get them active, you're going to order like Shakeology at the discount. That ends up being your Shakeology at the discount's $100. Plus you have that $40 enrollment fee, which is $140. And you didn't get Success Club for it. And you paid $140 instead of getting the discount. So what you want to do is order the challenge pack. You'll get the $40 to $50 commission off of it. You'll earn 2 Success Club points, and the $40 sign-up fee will be waived. And then the best pack, I think there's a couple of options. So one, what I've been talking about, because you don't need another BOD membership, is ordering the 3-day refresh, which is like a 3-day cleanse that Beachbody does, kind of like a plant-based cleanse. You'll get a cleanse with Shakeology packets. So if you get a bag, and he's not drinking it, then you can't do anything with it. But if you order the single serving packets, then you can sell those individually. I don't recommend giving Shakeology away for free, because then people don't invest in it, and people already think Shakeology is too expensive. So I charge $5 a packet, and I don't call them samples, because again, people already have an issue with the price of Shakeology, so I don't ever want to undervalue it. I think it's worth more than it costs, and if you don't have full belief in it yet, you will. Just keep drinking it, and what I usually say, I recommend doing like a 30 days, don't miss a day, and then go a week without it and see if you notice a difference, and guaranteed you will. You will get belief in it, but I know people don't think that it's worth it right now in the beginning, so you will get a lot of pushback on Shakeology, but that's why I don't call them packets, or I don't call them samples, because they're not free. I don't give them away for free. I charge $5 each, and I generally like to do a pack of 3. But if it's like a really good friend of yours and you know you're going to hear back from them, then you could give them some to try for free. That's the only time that I've done that. But if someone's like, I want to try these, and you're going to mail it, or you don't know when, like it's an acquaintance, you don't know when you're going to see, don't give them it for free. They don't value it then. And a lot of times it just goes in a junk drawer. So, but that is one thing you can do, is get the packets and then, just sell those individually. The other thing that you can do now, because 2B Mindset is that nutritional program, it's launching tomorrow, and it's separate from Beachbody On Demand. So you could order that with Shakeology as a challenge pack, or you could order that with the performance line. I think you can do that. And if you do that, you can get, Energize and the Recover. To keep your husband active, because you want to keep him active. If he's not drinking Shakeology, you could keep getting the packets, or even 2 boxes of the Beachbody bars. Is to be active, they just need 50 volume points. So if you get 2 boxes of Beachbody bars a month, that will keep him active. If you order Energize, you do like the tub and a 10-pack of Energize, which I do recommend, like sending those single serving packets of Energize to people that enroll with you. One, it's an addiction, and if you guys don't know about it, you need to know about it. And 2, people that maybe aren't going to try it, but if you send them a packet and say, thank you, for joining me, I'm super excited to be on this journey with you. Here's a sample of my unicorn crack or whatever you want to call it. Try it before your next workout and see what you think. They will invest. Most people love it and will invest in it, and that increases your volume as well. So it's better for them, better for you. So you can order a tub of Energize and a 10-pack through your husband's business center, and that will keep him active. So there's lots of ways to do it, but that's what you're going to do. Now, if you're talking to people and people are ready to invest with you, in the team page, the Follow Your Bliss Family team page, or I know Emily has it in her team page as well, in the files section, there are scripts there to use. And one of the scripts that you can check out is like a 21-day fixed script, and you'll just change it to whatever program that you're actually speaking about and having people enroll with. But at the bottom, you're going to use that paragraph. Don't skip this paragraph, but it says something like, you're like, I'm so excited to have you do this with me, blah, 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 blah. There are two options to order and both cost the same amount. The first option is you can order with the coach/loyalty plan. And I call it loyalty plan because coach freaks people out. They're like, oh, I can't coach anybody. No, I don't feel ready for that. But if you just say loyalty plan, they don't actually have to coach anybody. So I found when I switched the wording a little bit, people weren't as averse to it. So I say loyalty plan, in parentheses, coach membership. That's going to cost you $180 now, but then you get 25% discount on all your future products. So your Shakeology becomes $113. Shakeology actually becomes $97, but there's a business service fee in there, which is the $16 a month. So it's $113. And then the second part of that paragraph is, or you can order as a regular customer. You'll still pay $180 now. You just pay full retail price on all future purchases, which makes your next Shakeology $130. Which option sounds best for you? Or I recommend the loyalty plan because we're going to be working together for several months, right? I want to save you the most money. So you can, now that you are a fitness professional, you are the CEO of your own organization, own that and be the authority and say, this is what I recommend. Because you guys, don't be afraid to offer that coach membership as a discount, because there really is. There's no contract to sign. There's no volume requirement to order. There's no huge initiation fee. There's nothing like that. There's no reason for them not to do it. That does mean you will get cancellations. It does mean that people will order and they'll go inactive because they'll stop their order. You cannot let that discourage you. It is a part of the process. And I say this all the time, and you'll hear it all the time. Our job as Beachbody coaches is not to make everybody in the world use and love Beachbody. Our job is to become the best version of ourselves, find what lights us up. For me, Beachbody was my solution. It is what lit me up. It is what makes me feel good. Become a lighthouse and shine that light on other people. That's our job. So when you have people that join you and they're going to do this with you, but then they cancel or they go inactive or they decide it's not for them, that says nothing about you, and that's okay, because it's not your job to make everybody love Beachbody. It's your job to be your best self and help other people try to become their best self. Hopefully, Beachbody is a solution for a lot of those people, but for some people it won't be, and that's okay. So know that when you're signing up discount coaches, it's just a part of the game, that you're going to get cancellations and people that go inactive. It's okay, because you're just going to continue sharing, continue inviting, continue talking to people. So I think I've talked about everything. So are there any questions? There's a chat at the bottom. You can also unmute yourself, but type any questions in the chat for why you want to be diamond or why you want to be emerald, how you're going to do it, any of the logistics about it, if you're scared, anything. I want to help make sure you understand this. And I also want to let you know, the reason that you want to go emerald. So we want all of you guys to do this. It's Tuesday now. You can assign 2 people tomorrow. Your spouse, one other person tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow. So that way on Thursday, you wake up as an emerald coach. And it's just like that. You can do it. You can set yourself up for success, start hitting that first goal, and it also sends the message to your coach that you're serious. And for me, if I am your coach, I match your pace. So if you walk, I walk with you, and I'm all about it. If you want to run, I'll run. You want to sprint, I sprint. But becoming an emerald and, hitting that first goal and making it happen shows me that this person wants to make this business work. I am in on this business. I'm going to help that person. I'm going to give that person my time. And I know it's the same for Emily. So lots of reasons to do it. And I don't see any questions coming on. So if there are no questions, what I want you to do is Okay, Grace asked a question, but let me finish that thought. So what I want you to do is figure out who your two coaches are going to be and message your upline. If that's me, you can send me a message and say, this is when I'm going to sign up. By Thursday, waking up as an emerald. I want it to be raining emeralds. Okay. Grace says, how do you respond to people that haven't responded after you sent the prices? In the New Coach University, there is a chat, there is a topic on overcoming objections, but let me share with you one of the things. So if I go to my overcoming objections thing. Oh, what? I did Google Flights. Overcoming objections. Right here. So this is in the New Coach University, but these are scripts that I actually use. And there is one in here for what happens if there's crickets. Like, use these guys. This is, what do you say if you don't have the money? If someone says, I don't have the money, what if they say I don't have the time? Do I have to get the shake? I really don't want to, right? I wouldn't be a good coach. Okay, so where is the one? This one. This slide. Someone read your message, committed, and then didn't answer you, which is just what you asked about, Grace. So there's all these different ways that you can do it. You can ask them for feedback. Hey, girl, I see you read my messages and haven't responded. Sorry if I made you feel like you couldn't talk to me about your doubts about the program. I know you were so excited for it, and I was excited with you. Or I was excited to work with you. I would love to get you started, but totally understand it's not for everyone. If you could let me know how I could have explained it better or answered your questions more clearly, that would really help me be a better coach. I talk to people all day long about making this decision, so I'd love to be able to communicate better. Thanks, girl. Or, relate to their why. Hey, girl, have you signed up yet? I don't see anything, and I didn't want you to think I'd forgotten about you. I was inspired by the way you wanted to build this business for your little ones while still spending time by their side every day. That is a mission of a ton of my coaches are working towards. I've saved a spot for you in my group, and it's still yours if you want it. But if now isn't the right time, let me know so I can be sure to offer it to someone else. So that's the other thing too. I try to give them an out. Like, if now isn't the right time, that's okay. I just want to offer your spot up, right? Blame it on Facebook. I've got a new group coming. Like, wanted to check in, see how you're doing. Hope your summer's off to, or whatever. Can you believe it's summer already? Obviously you'll have to personalize it. Looks like maybe you were busy and we didn't get you plugged into our last group. I know how busy life can get, but I have another group starting in February and wanted to offer you a spot if you're still interested. Just wrapping up week 5 and totally obsessed. Don't think I've seen my body respond so well to a program ever. Love chatting with you. Is really hoping to work together soon, right? So these are just ways that, and then a great one, holding a spot, just finalizing the details for our group. Wanted to check in and see if you're still interested in joining us, or if maybe now isn't the right time for you. Should I keep holding your spot? Give them a sense of urgency to get back to you. And then the last one that's really good, if they're not responding to any of these, hey girl, I swear I'm not trying to be a fly on the wall that you want to swat, but I had you on my list of people to follow up with. And before I take you off of it, that's a key phrase, before I take you off of it, I thought I'd check in just one more time. I take people asking me for help seriously, and I want to make sure I'm able to support and help them. Are you still looking for accountability or help reaching your goals, or are you all set right now, right? So I'm doing a quick little thing, and I'm giving them an out. That way, because you don't care if it's a yes or a no, you just want a response. So check out this in the New Coach University. The link to this is in here for this, so you can use all the scripts. This is also in the team page, I believe in the files section, so you can actually see all of the scripts that I use for all of these different things. Okay, helping 3 people per month. Sarah says, helping 3 people per month, that means signing up 3 people as coaches, right? Or does that mean 3 people bought some type of Beachbody product? So what that means, to hit Success Club, you don't get any more benefit for them to sign up as a coach as a customer, the same amount of commission and same Success Club points, but it's a benefit to them and you grow your team. So what I mean by helping 3 people a month is plugging them in with a fitness program and a nutrition portion, which can be like Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, or Beachbody On Demand and the Performance Line, like pre and post workout. You get 2 Success Club points for either of those. So that's what I mean. So if someone just enrolls with BOD, that's awesome, but that doesn't get you any Success Club points. So what I mean by helping people is getting them plugged in with a fitness and a nutrition component, which is, BOD and Shakeology or the Performance Line, or now we've got that 2B Mindset launching too. So you never call Shakeology a sample, you call it a packet for $5 or 5 packets for $25. Correct. Yeah, so I will say single serving packets instead of, I have samples of Shakeology that I can send you. Because then when you hear sample, don't you think free? Like if someone's at the store and they're like, do you want to try a sample of this? And you're like, yeah. And if they're like, okay, that'll be $2, you're like, oh, but I thought it was free, right? So I call it, but if they were like, you know, would you want to try a single serving packet of this or something? And you're like, what does that mean? And you're like, I charge $5 each or something, you know? So I don't undervalue it. I never give it away for free. And I make people invest in it. Heather says, should we sign our spouse even if they have no interest in it? Yes. John has nothing to do with the business. He's more, obviously he helps now. But for the first couple of years, he did nothing. He didn't work the business at all. And I think probably, and he still doesn't, like he doesn't post, he doesn't do the workout. He drinks shake every day. He does T25. He doesn't like follow a program. He's super supportive of it, but he doesn't actually do anything. So you will still sign them up. Because 5 years from now, you're going to have the kind of volume that I showed you, because you're going to be working, you know, and building this huge organization. You're going to have that under him, and it's just going to be money sitting there that you get to withdraw. So yeah, you don't have to work as business center, and he doesn't have to do anything with it. Okay, my left leg has no one. Place my hubby there, and then place my mom or bestie on my right leg where other people were placed. Correct. Yeah. So if you have no volume or no coaches placed under your left leg, that's your weak leg, and then your right leg is your other one. But it's going to be different for everybody, so just check your own back office. But sounds like that's the case for you, Jace. So what if we don't have a spouse and not many people close to us, no one who is wanting to sign up just because? So we're legit going for people you don't know. I don't believe that you don't have people close to you. I feel like what I believe is that you're afraid to ask them to help you for the support, which I see a lot. So if you are afraid, okay, do personal development. And sure, you can, you know, market more to strangers. It's just going to be harder to get the business going. It's not impossible by any means, but it's just going to be harder to get the business going because you aren't willing to tap into people who know you, love you, and trust you. So I don't think that people don't know people. I just think that you are too afraid to put yourself out there and say, hey, I'm doing this, really excited about it. Would you do it with me? Because what's the worst that can happen? No thanks, not interested. Okay, cool. Well, at least you asked. But what's the best that could happen? They sign up, they fall in love, they do it, they become a rock star coach. You guys do this together. You get to take trips together. You get to stay home and like build the life of your dreams together. Like, why not? Just offer it, you know? Annie, I have a lot of friends interested in the programs who are more comfortable being a fly on the wall for now since I am so new with the programs myself. There are a lot of people interested, but no one is hooked yet. I've been focusing a lot on those that I already know as a foundation. Do you think that I'm going to be more successful reaching out to people I don't know? I've been starting convos and following 5 new people a day, but I'm kind of running in the same thing with them too. If I'm trying to push to Emerald by tomorrow, who should I be focusing on? I don't want to push it too much with my girls who just aren't ready yet. So if you don't have a spouse or somebody, I would ask your mom or your dad or your best friend. Like I would reach out to my sister and be like, I mean, for me, it was John and my best friend at the time. And I just signed John up. I didn't even ask him. I just needed his social and I signed him up. And then for my best friend, I'm like, I'm starting this new thing and I have a goal, like this new business, and I have a goal to get to. Would you be willing to help me get to it? You know, it's not free, and you can either pay for it for them or give them a rebate, or you can say it's not free, but I think you'll really like it. And I'd love to have you do it with me. And I'd love your support. And you can always return it after 30 days if it's not for you. But that's really what I would do is I would reach out to people who know you, love you, and trust you. And then to get you to Emerald, that's what I would do, because it's probably not likely that someone's going to sign up. If you're reaching out to 5 strangers a day, that tomorrow they're going to be ready to invest with you. Because if you think about how long it took you to follow your coach, some of you, it took a week or 2. Some of you took a month or 2. Some of you took a year or 2 of following your coach before you reached out and trusted them and signed up. So that's because you're starting from strangers. They don't know you at all, which is why I say like use your warm market, because they already know you, love you, and trust you. And you can be transparent with them about, you know, this goal that you have in this new business. Like I saw this meme that said, like, why don't we start having business warming parties where whenever anybody starts a new business, we just buy something from them to help support? Because you know how we do like housewarming? Like, you buy a new house, everybody comes over, they bring you gifts, and like it's not, but like, let's do a business warming party. And so, not that that's like a thing now, but I just feel like, why not ask the people that know you, love you, and trust you to help you in this new endeavor that you're excited about that could change your life? You know, and my dad was super skeptical of it, but he let me sign him up when I was going for another big goal. I needed to get John to Diamond, so I needed to sign my dad to get to 2-star. So I needed to sign my dad up. He still I've never, I think maybe I made a shake for him one time. Doesn't drink Shakeology, doesn't do the workouts, is not working the business, nothing. And I canceled his account later when I didn't need him anymore and I signed, but I used him to help me get there. And he was like, sure, you know, whatever you need. So he didn't pay for it. I didn't make him pay for it, but it's how I got, you know, to those ranks. Personal Development, 5-Second Rule is a great start. 5-Second Rule is amazing. Such a good book. And it's really good on Audible too. Signing someone up as a coach, would they need to get the shake or anything monthly? So to stay active, they do need something monthly. There's no requirement, like Beachbody's not going to cancel their membership or anything. But they do, to stay active, they do need something monthly, but hopefully your goal should be a minimum of signing 2 to 3 coaches a month. So once you go Emerald, your goal is to go Emerald again, and then Emerald again, and Emerald again. So even if that one coach does fall off and they go inactive or they decide to cancel, you've got other people that you are enrolling and growing your team, so you're not going to lose your Emerald rank. Okay, those are all the questions, and that's all I have for you. So figure out who your 2 people are, message your upline or message me. Oh, April asked about taxes, so that's another question. If you have someone you could sign up like your brother but doesn't want anything to do with it, will that affect his taxes like your dad's? So the only way that they have to pay taxes is if they earn over $600. Then they will get like a, what is it called, W-9 or something at the end of the year, and they'll have to pay taxes on that. But since you're not really working their business center, you're just signing them up, they're not going to have anything, they're not going to be earning any paychecks. Now, obviously, John does pay taxes, right? Because he's earning way over $600 a year. And that's fine because he's my spouse. But with my dad, he didn't ever have to pay taxes on it. Even if I would have worked his business for a little bit, it takes a fair amount of working a business to earn $600. So even you could get like them to Emerald and they wouldn't earn $600, you know? They could in a year, but like you're just doing the bare minimum, not really signing or enrolling people. So it shouldn't affect their taxes unless they stay there and a couple years down the road, you've got a lot of volume. But then at that point, they're going to be making a lot of money and they probably won't care. And you just set some money aside for them to pay taxes, but they won't have to do anything if they earn less than 600. All right, guys, can't wait to see some of you guys pop and hit your first rank advancement on Thursday, and we'll be celebrating you guys. And I think that's it. So I'm super excited to watch you guys grow, and just let us know in the team page if you have any questions, but hopefully we covered all of that, and you all will be Emerald on Thursday. Bye.